My dear students of 10th standard, nowadays we are discussing about carbon and its compounds. We learn up to manufacture of ethanol from sugar molasses, and also we discussed about the physical properties and chemical properties. In the last class we learned about the chemical properties of methanol. That is the first property, dehydration, loss of water. From a molecule of ethanol, water molecule is removed in presence of sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin to give ethene with a double bond, and also alcohol, 2 moles of alcohol react with 2 moles of sodium to give sodium ethoxide and liberate hydrogen gas. Similarly, we discussed about the oxidation of alcohol in presence of acidified potassium dichromate or alkaline potassium permanganate. Oxidation means addition of oxygen to give ethanoic acid. So this is important reaction because this is the this is the chemical reaction used for the manufacture of ethanoic acid, because we are going to study about ethanoic acid in the next topic. Then esterification, that is a formation of ester in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid by the reaction between ethanol and ethanoic acid. So ethyl ethanate, which is also called ester, is formed and water is a byproduct. Then dehydrogenation, that is nothing but removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen from a molecule of ethanol in presence of the copper catalyst at 573 Kelvin, acetaldehyde or ethanol end with Al by liberating hydrogen is formed. Then combustion reaction, that is a burning in presence of oxygen. So ethanol is highly inflammable and burn in presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. Next, uses of ethanol, and sometimes this question will be asked in 2 mark or also in 5 mark. Mention the uses of ethanol. First point, medical wipes. It is used in the medical wipes under to remove dirt from the wounds. Also it is used as an antiseptic solution. Also it is used as an anti-freezing agent in the automobile radiators. Also it is an effective killing microorganism like bacteria, fungi. So it is normally used in the sanitizers to remove, to banish bacteria, fungi. Then also it is used an antiseptic to sterilize wounds in hospital. Hospitals normally use this type of antiseptic solution with the alcohol to sterilize wounds. And also it is used as a solvent for drugs, oil, paint, perfumes, dyes, and many solutions are prepared in presence of using alcohol in the industries. Then methylated spirit, these things will be asked in objective or in 1 mark question. What is the composition of methylated spirit? That is the mixture of 95% of ethanol with 5% of methanol. 95% of ethanol and 5% of methanol is called methylated spirit. Then rectified spirit, that is composition 95.5% of ethanol and 4.5% of water. The next one, power alcohol. What is called power alcohol? It is a mixture of petrol with ethanol. And denatured alcohol, that is ethanol mixed with pyridine. Pyridine is a poison. So next one, to enhance the flavor of food extract, for example vanilla extract, a common food flavor which is made by processing vanilla beans in a solution of ethanol and water. So these are the normal uses of the ethyl alcohol. So that vanilla, which is a substance obtained from the beans of tropical plant, also called vanilla, used to give flavor to sweet food. For example, in the ice cream and all, this type of vanilla is used to give flavor. Then also one more question sometime will be asked from this ethanol, that is how do alcohol affect the living being? What is the dangerous effect of consuming alcohol? What is the dangerous effect of consuming alcohol? This is not actually in the book nowadays, but in the last year, in the last pattern, it's given. Sometimes this question will be asked in general. How do alcohol affect the living being, or what are the dangerous effects of consuming alcohol? So normally the consuming alcohol even in small quantities slow down the metabolic processes and depress the central nervous system. So because of this reason, whenever the central nervous system is disturbed, the mental confusion, drowsiness, and lowering the normal inabilities, these things will take place. Also, the person lose the sense of judgment, sense of timing, and the muscular coordination would have been seriously impaired. And also, sometimes the people going to consume unlike ethanol, intake of methanol. Methanol is a poisonous one. Even the intake of methanol in very small quantities can cause immediate death. Methanol affect the optic nerve immediately and give and cause to blindness. And also what is called denatured alcohol. We learned in the previous point, denatured alcohol means, see, the industries where the alcohol is manufactured, to prevent the misuse of alcohol produced in the industry, it is made unfit for drinking. So by the addition of poisonous substance like methanol or pyridine. So this type of addition of poisonous substance methanol to the ethanol is called denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol. These are some of the dangerous effects of consuming alcohol. Then next one, that is ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, also called acetic acid. CH3COOH is the formula, molecular formula, and here CH3, so 2 carbon is here, so the root word is eth and the parent hydrocarbon is ethane, and replacing E from the ethane, addition of O is the acid, we will get the IUPAC name, ethanoic acid. And it is one of the important carboxylic acid, and its molecular formula also can be written C2H4O2. And structural formula, first carbon surrounded by 3 hydrogen methyl, then carbonyl with hydroxyl. So in the manufacture of ethanol, already I told in the oxidation of ethanol, that ethanol is oxidized to ethanoic acid in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate. So the same reaction, the same principle is used in the manufacture of ethanoic acid. So ethanol is oxidized in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate, KMN4 is potassium permanganate, and or acidified potassium dichromate. K2Cr2O7. Here oxygen is added to get. So my dear students, in the manufacture of ethanoic acid, but already told that in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate, ethanol or ethyl alcohol is oxidized. Oxidized means oxygen is added and ethanoic acid is formed with water. So simple chemical reaction. The same chemical reaction already we learn in the chemical properties of ethanol also. And this is the same reaction used for the identification of alcohol. So potassium dichromate, the orange color of potassium dichromate changes to green. So using this basic principle, the consumption of alcohol, the percentage of alcohol can be calculated. Then physical properties. Ethanoic acid is a colorless liquid and having unpleasant odor. And next see, sour in taste. Acid, this is acid. Acids are sour in taste. Bases are bitter in taste. Already learned the 98th standard. And there are tests to identify acid. Ulorite to red. No color change in the phenolphthalein. Pink and methyl. And these are some of the tests to identify the acid. Then this is highly soluble in water in all proportion, and boiling point is higher than corresponding alcohol like aldehyde and ketone. And cooling, pure ethanoic acid is frozen to form ice like flakes, and this is called glacial acetic acid. Glacial acetic acid, the glacial, the glaciers, you know that the large mass of ice formed by the snow on mountains that move slowly down a valley. So this is ice-like substance is formed when pure ethanoic acid is frozen. So this is called a glacial acetic acid. So my dear students, you go through after this what under all you learned in this session: uses of ethanol, dangerous effects of consuming alcohol, formula for ethanoic acid, simple method to manufacture ethanoic acid, physical properties of ethanoic acid. You go through and take the same as assignment and write and practice the uses of ethanol, formula for ethanoic acid, structure of ethanoic acid, then the chemical reaction for the manufacture of ethanoic acid, and the physical properties. The next chemical properties you will study, you will discuss in the next session. So don't waste the time, and those who not complete the classwork up to types of chemical reaction. Those who not come to school and get corrected, and the given date is given announced in the message. You check your message, come to school and give your notebooks for correction. Then only we are going to assess that you are in the uh, regular practice of learning. So you have to come and report to the school on the given date. Those who not already yet came, those boys only. And don't waste the time. Prepare well. God bless you. Thank you.